Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode. I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, you're going to find out all about who he is. I believe he's a mortgage specialist with Republic Bank right here in Ghana, specifically in Kumasi. But hey, I'm not going to do the talking for him. I'm going to let him talk, tell us about who he is, what he does at the bank, and how he can support you as Ghanaians, especially non-resident Ghanaians who are living abroad in the UK, in the US, Australia, New Zealand, wherever you are. I'm sure you have an interest to be able to buy a mortgage in Ghana. So I'm going to ask Mr. Dennis to talk to us about how his bank can make it possible for us to get a mortgage. And of course, if there are any questions that emerge as a result of what he says, I will be asking him to elaborate any further. So with that said, Mr. Dennis, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Ben. Good afternoon, Blessing. I'm good. I'm doing quite a fantastic in Ghana here as well. Actually, my name is Dennis Alote.
Okay.
And I work at Republic Bank as mortgage specialist.
Okay.
And when it comes to mortgage, Republic Bank has been in the mortgage system for the past 33 years in Ghana. So when it comes to mortgage, Republic Bank has experience, a vast experience. And when we talk about specialists, we all understand what it means. It means that you really know what it is when it comes to mortgage. So in Ghana, it is all about Republic Bank when it comes to mortgage.
Excellent, excellent. And I must say, a good sister of mine, she does have a mortgage. I believe she acquired it a long time ago, and it is with Republic Bank. So I have firsthand experience of somebody I know who's very dear to me who has a mortgage. I believe she's almost finished paying it off with your bank. So I can attest to what you're saying.
That's it.
Excellent. So, Mr. Dennis, let's begin. I think let's begin with your mortgage terms for non-resident Ghanaians. Because as somebody myself who's been living out there in the UK for the past 29 years, I've recently come back to Ghana, and I've realized that there are different ways of acquiring a property. You can build, or you can buy already made, already built properties. So for those who want to buy already, properties that have been built already, if they approach your bank, can you tell us what are the mortgage terms, please? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Blessing. When it comes to the mortgage, Republic Bank has a different type of mortgage. We have what they call the home purchase, which is what is popularly known. And a home purchase, when we talk about, we have home purchase, home completion, home equity, and home improvement as well. And we have also introduced pension back to those in Ghana as well. And we have executive mortgage as well for those in Ghana who has a lot in the early stages of their life in terms of mortgage. So we have more type of mortgage or more product about mortgage. But specifically when it comes to the non-resident Ghanaians, it's basically about purchase and also completion. And when we talk about the purchase, we have those diaspora. When it comes to mortgage, there is something that we normally consider those in the diaspora. Irrespective that you have an account with us or you don't have an account with us, you can still qualify as a mortgage or to qualify for a purchase. First of all, you need to have identify a house or a property. And in Ghana, we have those vendors, state developers who is around, who are building for those who want to acquire property as well. So you visit them, and once you visit them and make a choice of what you prefer when it comes to the property, and they'll give you an offer. So within the offer stage, for that one, you bring the offer to the bank. And the bank also have a requirement that we may require from your end, those who are in the diaspora. What we normally do for the early stages, we need to do an assessment before we will embark or will enroll you on the product that you are requesting. So for the assessment or the requirement that we may need your payslip. For those who are working in a permanent job, we may need your payslip and your credit score. So we use this to make an assessment that if you qualify for the offer being given by the vendor. And for the bank, what we do is within 100% column, the bank will offer you 80%. And you will do a commitment fee or an equity or a down payment of 20%. And the term for this period, the maximum term is 15 years and the minimum is 5 years. And the rate goes for 11.5 for those in diaspora. Yes. So this thing cuts across the same with a completion and an equity.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And there is something that we need to also let everybody who want to enroll on board, that we shouldn't debit more than 40% of your net income, so that we can give you a leverage for you to do the other things of your salary or your income of it. Yes, please.
Okay. That's really helpful. I'm just making so much notes as you're speaking there, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. So, Mr. Dennis, different questions are coming to me. So the first is, for somebody who wants to acquire a property that costs maybe, let's just say 100,000. We know that the cost of property in Ghana can really range, right? But let's just take a figure of maybe 100,000. Can you give us an idea? I just want you to give our viewers, our listeners, a tangible example, right? Somebody who has found a property already built, 100,000, and they want a mortgage from your bank. What would repayment look like? Because sometimes you just want to understand what kind of income do they need to have in order to be able to qualify for such a mortgage. Will you be able to perhaps do some figures for us, please?
Oh, okay. So when it comes to the income level, we don't have a specific.
Okay.
When it comes to that, but it only depends on your offer that has been given to you. That will make you that you qualify for it or you don't qualify for the 80%.
Okay.
Fully.
Okay.
So assuming you have a property of 100,000, $100,000.
Yes.
And the bank is offering you an $80,000. For, let's assume, for the maximum of 15 years.
Yeah.
So it means that you are going to pay a repayment of $934.55.
Is that every month?
That's every month.
Okay. Okay. So you will not.
In this case, you may need a net income of 2,336 thereabout to qualify for such a property of 100,000.
Okay. Okay, that's really helpful. That's the kind of figure I wanted to hear. Okay, so that's really helpful. Thank you. Second, you
Yeah.
mentioned that you can also get a mortgage for the completion of a house. So does that mean that if somebody has started building, but maybe they've run out of cash, it's possible to get mortgage from your bank as well?
Yeah. Yes, that's one is also possible. So that's one also goes into this. It goes like at least you have reached a 50% of your total property income, the price of the property. So assuming the whole bill of quantity is 100,000 and you are putting up. So at least you have reached $50,000 of it. So the bank will also come in to spread the 50,000 for you within the space of the maximum time. Yes, tenor. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But
Oh,
by regards to that, we always need a title document
okay.
that is available in terms of the site plan, the location, the building permit, the lease itself, which is much more needed. So we need all these things, and we need a qualified person, a quantity surveyor as well, so that everything that we are doing should be a professional thing that we are doing when it comes to that. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. I am also looking at the mortgage terms, which you sent earlier. And one of the things it says is an appointment letter. Can you elaborate on that? An appointment letter. What's that about, please?
When we talk about appointment, I mean, every job that you are being hired, you have been given a letter to that effect. So once you are get employed, your employer will give you an appointment letter confirming that if there's a probation in it, you have done with the probation, confirm you that right now you are employed. He has employed you. So you are an employee of that institution. Yes.
Sure. So basically, it's your job, it's your contract for your job, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Job contract.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So does that mean, Mr. Dennis, that if somebody is self-employed, is it difficult for them to get a mortgage with your bank, or do you not give mortgages to self-employed people? Because a self-employed person would not have a contract or a letter of an appointment letter.
Okay, for the self-employed, we also qualify for such. It's not only for employers, say for self-employed as well. But
Okay.
for the self-employed, you need to give us an audited financials, 3 years audited financials.
Okay.
When it comes to that.
Okay.
Yes. So everything we need to assess you. So whoever is there is doing his own business, self-employed, we have your certificates, and we have your statements, and you'll have your tax returns as well, and also the credit score as well. And you also to give us an audited financial statement, audited financial statements as well, so that we can assess you on the offer that you're going to us.
Okay, thank you. That's really helpful. And the rate, you mentioned 11.5%. So that rate is for non-resident Ghanaians, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, wonderful. So then if
and
we
also
Mhm.
and for blessing, these are being offered in dollars.
In dollars,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now,
so convert it into dollars.
okay, let's just say let's just say, Mr. Dennis, somebody takes out a mortgage and they take the maximum number of years, 15 years, but so they get some extra money and they want to pay it off earlier. Is that possible? Or do you charge them a penalty for paying off their mortgage earlier, please?
Yes, it's possible if you want to pay it off, it's allowed, but it comes with a penalty, a fee of 0.25% of the remaining.
Okay. Sorry, 0.
Yes.
Is it 0.25%
5.
of the remaining balance?
Yes.
Okay, all right then. We've got that. Thank you. And so let's talk about residents then, Mr. Dennis. Of course, there might be some people listening to this who are residents. They are Ghanaian and they're living in Ghana, and they might also be wondering about mortgages. What is the difference? Can you explain the difference between the non-resident and residents, please, the mortgage terms for residents?
Okay, for those resident people here, the only difference always comes into play is the currency that
Okay.
comes into play. And those who are resident here, we also have the same share of it, but their rate is different from those outside. For the rate from 5 to 10 years, it go for 27%. And from 10 years to 20 years, is also go for 28%.
Okay. So what are
For
we?
for those who are here and they are into an institutions, because the retirement age is 60 in Ghana, so we have been pegged with the retirement age. So you can have a leverage of the maximum of 20 years and the minimum of 5 years.
Okay. Okay. So the main difference is the length is different. If you are in Ghana, you can have a mortgage for up to 20 years. Yeah. If you're non-resident Ghanaian, it's 15 years maximum. And the rate also seems to be a bit higher for Ghanaians who are resident here. That's what I'm gathering.
But if you look at when it comes to the mortgage, our rate is the cheapest on the in the market. Because right now, a personal loan.
Oh, Mr. Dennis. Hello, Mr. Dennis. Oh, I think Mr. Dennis, his reception seems to have gone. Mr. Dennis, can you hear me? Mr. Dennis, I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. Yes, Mr. Dennis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, please say what you were going to say. You were going to talk about a personal loan, if you wanted to take out personal loan now.
Oh, I'm just comparing to other banks who are doing a personal loan. Even a personal loan is going 36 plus.
Okay.
Had more by taking a mortgage at the 28%. That's the cheapest in the market.
Oh, wow.
And no one can beat comes to Republic Bank.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think you've answered a lot of my questions. So if somebody wants to have an initial discussion with you about assessing whether they qualify, what should they do? What should be I'm here, I'm somebody they can contact. Should they contact me and I liaise with you, or what is your suggestion, please?
Oh, because you are there, they can contact because you have much information in regards to that. So you will be the first hand to give them the information and requirement that we are requiring. So they can contact you as well. But my number is always available. So that if they want to contact me directly, they can do it. So that we start the process from there.
Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Mr. Dennis, that's been really, really helpful. Just out of interest, some people may be wondering. Sorry, finish. You were going to say something. Continue, please.
Okay, and also, moreover, you being there, you know a whole lot of people in the market, a whole lot of people around you. So you be in the match, at least you explain to them at first in hand, give them the requirement I'm giving it to you, so that you also liaise with them as well. But as I said, if they want to come to, my number is always available at 24/7, and I can receive them at time through WhatsApp, through normal direct call, whichever. I'm always available for the service of Republic Bank.
Fantastic. And Mr. Dennis, because you're sorry, go on.
And I say in the mother Ghana as well.
Wonderful. Because you're based in Kumasi, does it make any difference? Does the property have to be in Kumasi, or can it be in the eastern region, in Accra? Can it be anywhere in Ghana?
Everywhere in Ghana. It doesn't mean it should be in Kumasi or in Accra or in Takoradi or Sunya. Everywhere. First of all, we'll go and look at it and also make our comment regards to the property that they are offering to you. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And some people might be wondering, and you may have mentioned it, and if you did, forgive me, do you offer loans for people to buy land as well? Because I know sometimes the cost of land can be quite high, or is that something you don't do?
For those in the diaspora, for that one, we don't do.
Okay.
But for something, we have packaged a new product for those government workers and business people here, which is buy, build, and own. So we help you to buy a land, we help you to start building the property, and you the end of the day, you own your own house to that effect. So that's the 3 stages of what Republic, and this one only Republic Bank does it.
Wow, I love that. Buy, build, and own. Yeah. Buy, build, and own. I really love that. But that's only for government workers, I understand.
And those self-employed people.
Okay, self-employed people, Ghanaians. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And I think my final question is for, I know the answer to this, but I think for those watching, they would like to hear it. For foreign nationals, at the moment, do you offer mortgages to them, or foreign nationals are not, they are not a group of people that you currently offer mortgages to, please?
For them, once your spouse is a Ghanaian, we will offer you that mortgage.
Okay. So if you're a foreign national, find a Ghanaian lady, or if you're a woman, find a Ghanaian man. That's how you can get a mortgage, okay? With Republic Bank. Mr. Dennis, it's been really helpful. I think what I would do is, I know different questions will emerge. So as I collate the questions, we may do maybe a live Zoom where other people can join and actually ask you questions, so that it's not just me asking questions. But this has been really helpful. Is there any final comments from you, please? Anything else that you feel you left out that you want our viewers to hear and understand?
Okay, I think so far we have answered the question that we have, but there's one thing that I would like to put it across. First of all, we need to open an account for you at Republic Bank so that we'll disperse the funds into your own account here and pay the vendor on your behalf when it comes to the purchase, and for the completion likewise. Completion, we'll do an entrenchment in 3 stages in terms of disbursement. So for those in the diaspora, for the account open, we'll just forward all the necessary requirements and documents to you. Then you'll fill it and you'll send it back to us for us to do account open for you. So once you have it, you can even in there wire anytime you want to do repayment on that, or you want to save it, you can wire likewise into the account. So we have designed a product that is called Home Save Accounts. Home Save Accounts.
Home Save Account.
So we'll open a Home Save account. Yes. So once we open it, your account number will be given to you. And we also have an app, Republic Bank Ghana app, PLC app, whereby you can sit at your comfort home, just check your email, check your SMS alert, check everything on your account, your debit and credit on the account. Likewise, you can also push money through that into the account. So we have all this available for those in diaspora.
Excellent. So you heard it from here. You need to get an account with Republic Bank PLC. And of course, Mr. Dennis, that's something that you can help with as well.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Another question that emerged when you were talking is, do you give loans for commercial properties? So if somebody has land and maybe they want to build some shops, is that possible, or are your loans only for home ownership?
For our home for now is for the home purchase. For
Okay.
commercial, we are yet to bring it on board as well.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
Right now, a call is everybody getting a home so that the deficit of the homeless become less in Ghana.
Yes.
That's
And I think that's a powerful vision because, of course, there are far more people than there are homes available. So that's really a powerful vision. If everybody in Ghana can have their own home, that would be laudable. So thank you, Mr. Dennis. Really appreciate your time today.
You're most welcome, Blessing. Also having you on this platform.
Thank you. So we will share this, and then depending on the feedback, I think we'll do a live Zoom so that people can ask you questions directly, please.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.